WWE Raw's best and worst, what a night. On Monday Night Raw, the show ended with one of the wildest outcomes of all time. All eyes turned towards Seth Rollins after the main event, leaving everyone stunned and eager to see what comes next. Was this a last-minute change in plans? Let's break down the best and worst moments from this unforgettable Raw in Perth, Australia, kicking off an incredible weekend. Number 1. Best: Seth Rollins' brutal betrayal by Bron Breakker. The Vision's storyline exploded spectacularly. The tension had been building for weeks, thanks to Seth Rollins' shaky mentality. After the brawl following Cody Rhodes' championship match for Crown Jewel, Rollins was supposed to celebrate. The show began with him praising the Visions, but at the same time hinting at a rift within the group. Backstage, after Bronson Reed defeated Jimmy Uso, the drama intensified. In the main event, CM Punk overcame LA Knight and Jey Uso would get a shot at Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. The Visions rushed to attack Punk, taking out Knight and Uso first. But the real shock came when Breakker took Rollins down with a spear, leaving Paul Heyman stunned. Breakker claimed Reed had taken a side, and then Reed struck Rollins with a tsunami-like blow. Heyman then raised Breakker's and Reed's hands holding the title. Thanks to Triple H's slow-burn storytelling, it suddenly felt like the show had fast-forwarded. This turned Rollins' future, Punk's title shot, War Games, and the main event upside down. Was Rollins' injury to blame? His attire and performance hinted at it. Bloodline, Visions, Punk's path, everything went up in the air. And that chaos full of questions is what makes wrestling great. Number 2. Worst: Seth Rollins' potentially serious injury. We don't know how bad Rollins' injury is, but it's hard to believe the Vision's explosion was planned for this Raw. It seems WWE made a bold pivot, shaking up the main storyline. Like John Cena's knee strike, a great moment can turn bad if the next steps fail or feel random. Unlike a planned spot from Cena, it seems Rollins' injury forced the show's direction. It's tough to see a top star like Rollins get hurt, especially while holding a title. However, introducing Punk as the new number 1 contender is WWE's complex style of storytelling. What comes next for the Visionary? Number 3. Best: Dominic Mysterio's rise as a star. Dominic Mysterio defended his Intercontinental Championship against Pentagon in a thrilling Raw match. Pentagon started strong with creative offense, but the audience was all in for Dirty Dom, whose quick, aggressive style shone. Mysterio's rise is undeniable. His smooth ring work, confident arrogance, and perfect timing show he's more than just a hot personality. His facial expressions, body language, and in-ring ability made the match very enjoyable. He mastered his stealthy character, almost like a professional thief on the path to retaining the title. During the match, Rusev came out facing Pentagon and giving Dom his chance. Dom won both titles, but the attention on AAA's Mega Championship was minimized. In the ring, he cleverly used the referee and Pentagon's knee, delivered a 619, and struck with a hidden hammer to win. Dominic proved he's a complete performer. Number 4. Best and worst: Bloodline saga without Roman Reigns. Raw was packed with bloody drama involving Jey and Jimmy Uso with the Vision's shake-up, but Roman Reigns was nowhere to be seen. The Bloodline story twists repeatedly, but when the Tribal Chief's presence is only heard, it feels inconsistent. Rollins' obvious injury and the new direction of the Vision storyline leave the Usos in a strange spot. When your top stars are entangled and the biggest one is partially absent while another is injured, it disrupts the story flow. Jey and Jimmy can hold their own against big names even without Reigns, but Raw had almost too much happening. What's the problem? Why did Bron Breakker betray Seth Rollins? After delivering at Crown Jewel, WWE's biggest shock in history, Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, was stabbed in the back by his own teammates and taken out of the Vision in an instant, leaving Jey lying on the mat. The main event was a triple threat match where CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso were named as Rollins' number 1 contender for the title. Punk secured the victory and achieved his goal. Then the Vision rushed to attack Punk, Knight, and Uso in the ring at lightning speed. But the real explosion happened when Bron Breakker took out their leader Rollins, leaving him nowhere to be seen. Bronson Reed struck like a tsunami. Paul Heyman stepped in, raising the hands of Breakker and Reed while guiding the puppet Master Breakker. The show ended on that massive cliffhanger. Here are 3 major reasons why the Vision turned on Seth Rollins. Number 1. Possible real-life injury. Discussion spread that Rollins may have suffered a severe injury in his hand during his crown jewel title match against Cody Rhodes. A photo going viral on Facebook showed him dangling from one arm, looking fresh but in a fight. Under Triple H's supervision, WWE might be using this betrayal to quietly write Rollins off TV while he recovers. Number 2. Rollins spoke for his own team. Rollins and the Vision opened Raw with a promo that turned bitter. The champion took pride in all his singles accomplishments and basically said he didn't need his breakers or flashy support. That arrogant attitude may have been the last straw, pushing Breakker and Reed to abandon him and chase the World Heavyweight Championship themselves. Number 3. Rollins crossed Heyman many times. Chaos had started on SmackDown before Crown Jewel. Rollins ignored Heyman's orders and weakened Cody Rhodes. Explosions inside occurred when RHS struck him with a nail on the face during a street fight. Heyman looked furious and even restrained Breakker and Reed from saving Rollins. Taking him out sent a clear message: Heyman now controls the Vision, not Rollins. The heel dynamic has shifted, the men's division is flipped. Everyone is watching Triple H to see the next consequence for the betrayed visionary. Why did WWE again put the Intercontinental title on Pentagon? Dominic Mysterio vs. Pentagon at Crown Jewel. When Raw kicked off, the blazing Intercontinental Championship match featured Dominic Mysterio vs. Pentagon. Dirty Dom lived up to his name. Using clever tactics, he outsmarted Pentagon. The match was a thrilling tug-of-war, with the critical moment coming when Dominic struck Pentagon with a hammer. While the referee was distracted, he followed up with a 619 and frog splash to secure the title. This isn't the first time WWE's creative team has given such authority to Pentagon, a former AEW star in the Intercontinental Championship scene. So why did they keep the belt on Mysterio? The crowd at RAC Arena in Perth roared for Dominic despite his bad guy role. Dirty Dom continues to win hearts worldwide and is positioned as a top heel in WWE. So far, he has held the Intercontinental Championship for nearly 175 days. Dropping the belt would halt his incredible run, and Triple H's team seems keen to maintain his momentum. They may also be saving a title change for an even bigger stage. Losing on a regular Raw episode doesn't carry the same impact as a major premium live event. Pentagon, known as the King of Luchadors, made history last month by winning the AAA Mega Championship against Elijo Del Vingo, and is now poised to challenge for WWE's Intercontinental Championship simultaneously. But Pentagon is still new to WWE, while Dominic has built a Raw foundation over years. Additionally, John Cena may face the Luchador at Survivor Series for the Intercontinental title, with the belt needed for his Grand Slam Championship. If Pentagon had won, it would have ruined that blockbuster match potential. Cena's historic clash with the Mysterio family and with Dirty Dom seems well planned for storytelling. Women's Division highlights. Fans were thrilled as former women's champion Bayley teamed up with Lyra Valkyria to face Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez in an intense tag team match. The action involved all 4 women with fierce back-and-forth competition. The situation took a dark turn when Valkyria slapped Bayley and threw her back into the ring, revealing Bayley's split personality recently highlighted on WWE TV. From there, the role model unleashed chaos, taking out Rodriguez and Perez without any help from Valkyria. Bayley smashed Perez's head repeatedly on the announcer's desk, then pushed Rodriguez into a ring post. She pulled Perez to the ring and climbed to the top turnbuckle, landing an elbow for the finish. Bayley secured the victory with a rose plant pin on Perez. For now, Bayley and Valkyria remain in good standing, but with Bayley's unpredictable personality, she could challenge for the former Women's Intercontinental Championship at any moment. Using her split persona, she keeps everyone guessing. Is Triple H's creative team involved here? Is there a booking saved for this powerhouse later, The Rock? He has admitted to having a hand in John Cena's booking for his final WWE match. The Rock, a WWE legend and a TKO board member, has serious influence in the company, but he is not someone who throws his weight around lightly. In a recent episode of New Heights, a conversation between Jason and Travis Kelce revealed that he has stepped away from his upcoming movie, The Smashing Machine, and various topics ran, including John Cena's retirement. When asked who Cena should face in his final match, The Rock didn't name anyone. Instead, he emphasized that Cena, a true icon, deserves an opponent of his own choosing. "Oh, that's good. 2 of my favorites, my friend. I have a bit of influence on the booking, but it really comes down to who John wants, that's it. I shouldn't be the one. Nick Khan shouldn't be the one. Triple H shouldn't be the one. It should be who John wants. He achieved that, and you know what's best about John? He comes advertised. Who you think he is, that's who he is. He's a good person and I love that guy." The Rock's respect for Cena recognizes his 17-year career, glittering title wins, and unparalleled legacy. Cena's final match will be a historic moment, and only time will tell how WWE showcases the greatest of all time. The Rock also shared a proud story about his daughter Simone Johnson, who reigns as a wrestler in NXT. She did not rely on her father's fame to enter the business. At only 16 years old, she decided that wrestling was her path and took steps independently, without asking for any favors. She became WWE's youngest performer at 16. He revealed there were conversations about her attending New York University, but she called him and her mother and said, "I want to pivot, I want to go straight and join WWE NXT and start training in Orlando." She never asked him to make calls. "WWE," she said, "I never said anything to Dad. Could you call the inside sources or Nick Khan?" Nothing. She just wanted to do it herself. Ava Raine decided to carve out her identity without leaning on The Rock's legacy. She told him, "I want my own path, I want to be called Ava Raine," and The Rock did nothing but support her. She said, "For The Rock, what makes him proudest is my independence, and my wrestling journey has brought us closer." Ava is creating her own path in the world of wrestling giants, much like her father did. What do you think about Ava Raine's rise? Will she surpass The Rock's legacy, or should she have relied on the Johnson name for faster advancement? She said, "I want my own path, I want to be Ava Raine, and The Rock supports this."